What's up, fam? It's great to connect with you again. I want to dive into something that affects many of us. I'm talking about our relationships with our parents. Let's be honest, not always easy, right? Especially as we get older, those once simple dynamics between parent and child, they can get complicated. Lots of misunderstandings, hurt feelings, unspoken words. It all piles up over the years. But here's the good news. We can start to rebuild those relationships one conversation at a time. So I've been working with a simple framework that can help us as adult children navigate those tough conversations with our parents. It's called PLUSHY, and it's been a game changer for me and for many others I've talked to. Let me break it down for you. The P stands for place. Where are you emotionally and mentally? So before you approach this conversation with your parent, you need to know where you are emotionally and mentally. Are you in the right headspace? It's important to know where you are and how you're feeling in that moment, because how you manage your emotions is going to set the tone for the entire conversation. You do not want to walk into it carrying anger or frustration. So I'm saying find a quiet place both inside of yourself and physically, because that's going to allow you to speak calmly, and all of that is going to influence how well you speak and how well you are heard. Now let's talk about L. The L is for listening. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening to really hear your parent? Or are you just waiting your turn to talk so you can blast them with everything they ever said or did wrong? And that's a big one, right? We all want to be understood, but sometimes we forget that understanding starts with truly listening. So let your parents speak. Don't interrupt. Don't plan your response while they're talking. Trust me, that shift in focus is going to open doors to deeper connections. And remember, no one, and I mean no one, wants to be misunderstood. Then the U comes for understanding. Now, this is about stepping into their shoes for a moment. What have they experienced that maybe you didn't know about? You had no clue. What's their perspective? They're not perfect, but neither are we. So instead of judging or jumping to conclusions, can you try to understand why they acted the way they did? And understanding doesn't mean you agree with everything. It doesn't mean that you're co-signing on it. It just means that you're willing to see things from their side. And that is powerful. The S stands for self-awareness. Now, this one's all about you. What triggers you when you talk to your parent? What emotions come up? Recognizing your own emotions and patterns help you manage those during those tougher conversations. So when you're aware of those triggers that you have, you're less likely to react out of frustration. And the H still stands for hope. It matters that you can maintain a belief that things can change between you and your parent. And I know it's hard sometimes because I've been there. But hope is what keeps things moving forward. Even when conversations get tough or they feel like they're unproductive or going in the wrong direction, holding on to hope reminds us that this is something that matters, that the relationship can get better. And here's where the Y comes in to make it plushy. Yield. Yielding doesn't mean giving up. It means being flexible. It's recognizing that maybe it's time to let go of some expectations. Maybe it's time to manage them a little bit better. Not every conversation is going to go as planned, and that's okay. Yielding to the moment means accepting that progress isn't always linear. Sometimes we have to go through the river and through the woods to make progress. So if you're an adult child trying to rebuild your relationship with your parent, I want to encourage you to try this framework. Start with one conversation, apply these steps, and see what changes. You might be surprised at how things begin to shift when you approach it a little differently. If you've been through this before, or if you're going through it right now, like many of us are, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Please share your experiences in the comments or shoot me a message. Again, I'm offering my free, dare I say it again, my free guide to help those conversations. If you want a copy, let me know. Let's support each other through this journey, because reconnecting with those that we love is one of the most important things that we can do in this lifetime. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And remember, healing takes time, but every step forward counts. So let's keep going. Talk to you soon. Peace out.